Welcome everyone to That Kind of Nerds podcast, a weekly show where we tell you what is going on in the nerdy world. I am CJ Mellon, joined of course by my co-host Brian Thornton and Joshua Burns. I feel like the internet just aligned with the right amount of topics all over the spectrum this week, so I'm so excited for this episode. And we have to start it with a little bit of follow-up. So last week, Brian and I sat here, pissed and moaned and complained about the Matrix movies and this reboot that's happening. Apparently, it's a little bit of some bad reporting, and it's not going to be a reboot. It is going to be a spin-off, a prequel, or a sequel. They don't know what it is, but they're not rebooting the series.
No, I'm more okay with that.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
But this is pretty much what I said.
It is what you said, but it's not what they said. So then they had to come out and clarify
So
it.
either you didn't understand the first time, or you can see the future.
Maybe I convinced them.
That's what
Maybe.
Listen, we've made small steps in the gaming world, right? With them coming around to Josh's way of thinking. If Josh can get the movies, the movies.
I got to tell you, if people start listening to me, Aaron Paul is going to be a rich, rich man.
Hashtag Aaron Paul Ghostwriter. The other bit of follow-up is, Josh, you have some exciting news. You got your fidget cubes.
I sure did. I got the fidget cubes. I got my backer edition, black and green. Laura got her white and pink, which is, I'm sure, all over social media at this point. And I got 3 of the standard edition. Color scheme. I don't know. There's like gray and black. They're awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
So Danny Newbert went on our Facebook page, and he was a little sad because they keep pushing his back. So is he missing out? Is it everything you wanted to be and more?
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. I remember watching the video. I remember discussing it on the podcast and listening back to that episode. I thought, wow, I must be a real lunatic, because I like the way I was just so excited about the satisfying click, and then it came, right? And it came, and like it's a very satisfying clicky. It clicks, and there's spinny things and other clicky things. There's like the original like a roundy dial. I don't even know what to call it, but it's awesome.
It's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
It's got who's its and what's its galore. If you want thingamabobs, I don't have 20.
No.
But who cares?
No big deal.
No big deal. I want more.
Are you looking for me to jump in?
No. No.
There's no more to come in. There's nothing more to do.
Yeah.
We finished.
You don't want to be where the people are?
Hey, listen, every song from that shitty movie is burned into my memory. And I'm sitting here fidgeting right here with my dingle hopper because it's awesome. And look, I backed that on that podcast. As we were talking about it, I backed it. I don't know how many months ago that was. It took a long time. It took far longer than I thought it was going to take for me to get this thing. I've been waiting for it anxiously. I can't describe to you what it was like when it arrived. I was super excited. And honestly, idle moments since then, I've just clickies all the time. Laura is walking around with hers. I'm really excited about it. So excited. So I knew I was going to love it, right? I got one for my father-in-law. I got 2 additional ones, right? Now I'm going to put one of those on a shelf and just stare at it, right? But the other one, I'm going to give away. Okay. So the listeners of this show can get a fidget cube on That Kind of Nerd, right? Free. That's yours. I'll ship it to you. I want to know why you think you are worthy of such a sublime instrument. I want to know specifically why you are worthy, why you need a fidget cube. What would you be doing otherwise? What is this helping you with? And I would love for you to interact with me and tell me specifically why you deserve this fidget cube. You can get at us on Twitter, on Facebook. You can hit us up via voicemail. CJ will provide all this information.
I just feel like Josh is like, it's like an interview question. Prove to me why you need this job.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, I think being the owner of a fidget cube at this point, look, I'm just saying, with great fidget comes great responsibility.
So the parameters to win one are this. You have to either like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, or do both. That'd be great. You leave your comment on your preferred social media track, or you can leave a voicemail. That's fine too. We are going to keep this open until the end of April. We'll read some good entries on the air. We'll make a little competition, see if people can one-up each other, and then we'll pick the best one. I'll let Josh pick the winner of the fidget cube, and you will get that shipped to you. That, again, it's all on us. And you'll probably get a little thank you note, a little card from that kind of nerd as well. So that's your fidget cube challenge. It's up to you, fans.
I'm disqualifying my own son. Christian, you are not qualified. There's a lot of like small print. I can't go through it all. They don't let me. But you can't get one.
By the way, we talked about the fidget cube on September 12th of 2016. That's the episode. That's date.
When I backed it.
That's when you backed it.
While we were talking about it, I backed it.
Yes, you did. All right, so moving on now to some movie and TV news. Josh, you found this wonderful trailer for a Showtime documentary about the Beach Boys.
Yes, I did.
The more every time I watch this trailer, I just want to watch it right now. Like can I has now?
Right?
I don't know what it is about the Beach Boys, but it took me a while to like really appreciate them. And it's around.
No way, man.
I don't know what it was.
Beach Boys were giving me good vibrations right from the start.
I'm not a fan of, like Good Vibrations and Barbara Ann. Like, I'm just not, like, it's not
right. Like, that was not my cup of tea either.
The God Only Knows What I'd Be Without You, and the Wouldn't It Be Nice, the song from 50 First Dates, right? I mean, just but that's what you associate it with, right? It's this instant feeling of I don't know, happiness. Well, I don't know what it is, right? But like it's emotional.
My first exposure to the Beach Boys was Flight of the Navigator. Does anyone remember that movie?
Yes.
We had it on VHS, which we like wore it out.
Hold it. Now this is music. I'm getting bug driving up and down the same old street.
And I just remember being a little kid going, oh, that's nice, and then never giving it a second thought of like who it is or what it does. So they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the release of Pet Sounds. And they're doing a whole documentary series behind that album. They have interviews, they have archives, they have outtakes. It looks really good. It's coming out on a Friday, April 7th on Showtime. It looks really good, and I had also watched 8 Days a Week on Hulu about the Beatles and their touring years, and this seems right up the alley of something I'm definitely going to watch. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm interested to watch it for sure. For some reason, I've been doing like a lot of just tours of older music, classic rock, things like that, and just immersing myself into a bunch of music for a week or two. So maybe I'll listen to a bunch of Beach Boys records and then watch this and gain some context. It'll be pretty cool.
Josh, you've been listening to a bunch of music lately? It's not like you've sent me like 6 links to 6 different songs or albums to listen to. I would have never known.
What's funny is I send you guys sort of, new release type stuff or things that I found recently. But like I've been listening to a lot of Fleetwood Mac, jazz, string quartet, just stuff. So this is interesting.
I know you won't do this, but it would be great if we could make a Josh Burns playlist on Spotify that you like update and maintain and like.
Oh my god! The problem is
it'd be all over the place.
I am so all over the place that most people would just vomit. Look, and here's the thing: I'm listening to all this stuff, and then I gotta go to Kohl's to return 2 pairs of jeans, right? So I get in my car, I throw in the new Drake record, I drive. I'm literally all over. I sent Brian a link to a new Knuckle Puck song. They released 2 new singles. They're both really good, but that's like post-hardcore emo sort of. Just I'm all over the place.
So speaking of just throwback and just getting in touch with nostalgia, so if you were watching Saturday cartoons in the 90s, chances are you loved Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Because Captain Planet, he's our hero. It's going to take.
I heard he's
down to
taking
zero.
pollution down to zero.
So, and then you mumble the next part because you don't know what it was.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
No
part.
one knows the rest of it. And then the other thing that you remembered was that the earth, wind, fire, and then you made fun of the guy who goes heart, of course he's the idiot who put heart into everything. He had no good.
Heart
powers.
doesn't get any. I don't understand how heart helps pollution.
Yeah, me neither.
Doesn't do anything.
But guess what,
Gotta
guys?
have a heart.
It's not coming back as being rebooted, but they are re-releasing it, and they are now making it available for digital download, and you can own it. It's coming to iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, Vudu, PlayStation Store, and the Xbox Store. Seasons are ranging from $10 to $15, and individual episodes are $2, which is actually pretty cool. I think it's pretty nice. Brian, were you a huge Captain Planet guy?
Not really. I was watching Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series. They were all the heroes I needed. I'm good.
But there are some some names that you would know who did voice work for Captain Planet, such as Neil Patrick Harris, Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, there's some people who are actually
If I want to listen to their voices, I'll watch How I Met Your Mother or Bedazzled.
But it's like Doogie Howser NPH.
Okay, I'll watch Doogie Howser then.
Josh, were you a Captain Planet guy at all? Did that enter your world in any way, shape, or form?
It was on, you said, like 90 to 96, right?
90 to 96, yeah.
No, I was more...
Living life, getting laid.
Wow. I was 10 in 1990.
So definitely getting laid, right?
So I was more MTV and wrestling and some Sports Center and stuff like that. So yeah.
Na-na-na.
See, no, it's Go a Deer. It's Go a Deer.
Na-na-na. Na-na-na.
No, it's na-na-na, na-na-na.
It's Doa Deer. It's Doa Deer.
Oh, you two nerds, I love you.
What I appreciate about what they're doing with Captain Planet is they're not like rebooting it. They're not like redubbing it. Like
I get stuck with two JDs. Like, how did I just... how the fuck in life did I get stuck with two JDs?
Let's be clear. We were going to do this without you. We were doing this with or without you. You wanted to come on board with us.
No, I think his point is that we're both in his life.
Oh yeah.
Not that he's doing
Not
this
only
podcast.
that, but I distinctly recall you going, look, if it's just the two of us, it's just going to be us jerking off about nerdy stuff onto each other.
Yeah,
Somebody
pretty much.
needs to stop us from doing that.
And what a fine job you've been doing.
Oh
sir.
my God. I just,
97.
in this moment though, where you both just took on the persona, I'm at a loss for words. No, I honestly, the only thing I know from Captain Planet is that it was a comic book like distributed by a Domino's or something, right? You got the free comic book when you did the thing. I don't know anything about Captain Planet at all.
I want you to find the theme song to Captain Planet, and
That's doubtful.
you'll just laugh the whole time.
Maybe.
But listen, I like the show. I'm glad it's coming back. Thank you so much for not rebooting it. Like I can't tell you how much that means to me. And it's actually one of the rare instances where I'm probably going to purchase this on iTunes. And really,
Watch him.
look at that.
Wow.
I am Captain Planet.
That's the most 90s thing.
It is not as 90s as Robin Sparkles.
You should watch the video.
The power is yours.
Oh God, man, it's so
but now
bad.
I believe the power is mine.
It's so bad. And you know what I loved about Captain Planet, Josh, was he was a blue guy with a green mullet. Nothing says superhero like a green mullet.
Well, in the 90s, every superhero had a mullet.
Superman had a mullet. Yeah, he came back from the dead with a mullet. Go
was
figure.
rocking that look for a long time.
Did Batman ever have a mullet?
No, Batman's too smart to have a mullet. You can't fit the cowl over
If
a
that would,
mullet.
you're right. It would just
It's
get pinched.
difficult. It's
Yeah.
too-
I think
you got too much of a
overlooking-
party going on in the back.
You're overlooking the Bruce Wayne factor. Bruce Wayne would never have sported a mullet, ever, under any circumstance.
If he was undercover as a Miami Vice cop, he would.
I was going to say if he was undercover as a cop. That's what I was going to say.
Something very wrong with both of you. So
right.
ridiculous.
So now that we're talking about, hey, you can buy it on digital download, this is actually a really cool thing. Brian, you have a massive DVD collection, right?
Oh wait,
I got a couple of massive things.
not
CJ.
only I was gonna say you gotta know that I'm gonna find that clip somewhere, right? And I'm just gonna send it to Brian, and it's gonna be his text tone. Brian, you got a massive. Brian, you got a massive.
I listen. I charge you to do that. Go ahead. I don't think you can do it.
Challenge accepted.
So anyway, Brian, you have a massive DVD collection.
And ego.
Have you gone through the process of trying to convert that into a digital collection, digital library? at all?
Not yet. As I buy new stuff, I obviously use the digital code, but I have not gone through my old stuff, and I really want to because it benefits me to have it all digitally.
Yeah, because there's nothing better you could do with like a month of your life.
Well, here's the thing. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot easier. So Vudu, right, which is, believe it or not, Walmart's like streaming service that also like partnered with Ultraviolet. Don't ask questions.
Dude, travelers use Vudu like crazy. People love Vudu.
Just let it happen, right? They have a program now using your smartphone and your DVD box. If you scan the barcode, you can convert it to a digital edition for $2. If you want to go from a DVD to like an HD experience, it is $5 per title. Now, before you're thinking, yay, I'm going to scan this, it's about 10,000. It's about 100,000. I apologize, 100,000 movies that you can do this with. So it's not everything. All the Disney movies are out. You'll never not going to happen. But that's a lot of movies. So like Lord of the Rings, Harry
So is that
Potter,
everything
The Bourne,
owned by Disney?
Top Gun.
No. Because all their new stuff, like the Marvel stuff, is digital. You can do that.
Right, but with this app is what I'm saying.
Well, so here's what the reason I've have not tried to do it yet is because I always thought I had to do it for my computer, and that would require me putting the disc in the drive. I can just scan the barcode. I'm on board.
Brian, I gotta tell you, at $2 per title. At $2 per title, if I own it,
Worth the time you're saving.
I'm not sure if I have a PC that just sits around, right, which I do, that it wouldn't make more sense for me to just do the process.
It's still $2 per title when you do it that way, though. It's the same cost.
You're saying the disc itself is $2.
So the way Vudu did it until now, I guess, is I would have to take my DVD or Blu-ray that I don't already own a digital copy of, go to Vudu's website, put in the disc, and if it's available for digital download, I will download, but I still need to pay the $2 to convert it.
Correct.
It's still same cost, same everything.
Why wouldn't
but
you
now,
just take a DVD that you own, slap it in your DVD drive, rip it, and convert it? Like, why wouldn't...
Because it won't work in the Vudu application first
Right,
off.
and then this is something that you can take with you portably, right? It becomes like a Netflix.
Now I understand.
You can watch this
Now I understand. So it's less about storing it digitally on a home network for
Yeah, I don't need to do that. This is for on the go when I'm like go on the plane to visit my family or something.
Sorry, I was looking at it from a totally different angle because I don't
But
do that.
this saves me a ton of freaking time. I can just go through and scan every barcode that I have and just download
All right,
them that way.
So here's the problem, though. I've been trying to do this all day, right? I made my Vudu account. I linked up to my Ultraviolet. The thing I keep getting is not, oh, we don't support your movie. It's location must match your billing address.
I got a giant problem with this whole thing now.
What's your problem?
Why?
Here's why. You're willing to pay $2 per title to have everything available wherever you want it, whenever you want it.
Yes. And I own it for life, by the way. You own it for life.
Yeah, own it for life. Sounds great. You know what is amazing? How much is Brian Blu-ray when Rogue One released? How much was
$20
it? $20
for the first week it's out. Between 20 and 25.
Okay, between 20 and 25, you buy it. Now you're going to pay $2 maybe, or it came with a downloadable thing, right?
Yeah, if it came with the digital code, I get that movie for free.
Right, sure. If it did, right? So, but I wonder how many titles everybody owns that didn't already come with that. They're now going to pay $2 for. My point is, I don't own DVDs. I don't buy DVDs. I've been very, very clear about this. I buy everything on iTunes. It costs me the same as a Blu-ray would cost me. And guess where it's available? I'm not sure if you guys are aware.
Everywhere.
Yeah, on every device you have, everywhere you go, you just download it. So my point is,
Yeah.
why? Okay, look, for the stuff you have existing, I get it. But right now,
That's what it's for.
right now, are you guys going to stop buying DVDs?
Oh, no, this is
Right,
nothing.
but-
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
No, but Josh, I think you're missing the point. If I buy a DVD or if I buy a Blu-ray now, I'm getting the digital code with it.
Yes.
Same thing. I just put it in. I put the code in. That movie's mine. I don't have to pay anything extra.
Why
This
buy
is
the
for
DVD?
Because they look awesome on my shelf.
I
We've
like
been through this.
Stop
special
with the
features and
shelf.
commentary.
It's on iTunes. It's all there.
The
We've been
commentary?
through this. They look awesome on my shelf.
Yeah.
You get the special features with Vudu digital copies too.
For me, it's not about the new movies. It's not. You're right. I'm not buying.
It's about the stuff that I already own. Like I have a digital library of
Yeah.
maybe like 30 things, and I have 700 movies. I'd like some of those movies in my digital library. CJ, if you want me to, I'll walk out to my shelf right now and try it.
No, yeah, go ahead. I mean, if you can, that'd be great. I mean,
Yeah, 2
like
seconds.
for me, it's this. There's a couple of movies that I have, I like to watch, and I went on a trip recently, and you know, they weren't on Netflix, they weren't on Hulu. There's no way to watch it on a digital format, and I was like, really, oh man, I really wanted to watch Catch Me If You Can. And I have no digital format of it at all. When I bought it, DVD was the only thing that you could buy it on. There was no Blu-ray. So just scanning a barcode, and for $2 it's done versus ripping it from my I don't even have an optical drive on my computer anymore. I don't have a CD drive. Where am I supposed to put it into? How do I convert it? No, I don't. When was the last time you put a CD in your optical drive?
Well, I own a super drive, but I don't like you said.
don't.
I don't ever use it because I don't need to. But if there's a situation where I want to convert something that I own, I have a super drive.
See, I don't.
Exactly that purpose.
I don't, and to me, the $2 is way more of a value than the time it would take for me to rip the DVD, store it, worry about the storage of it.
$2 times how many DVDs? I mean, do the
Maybe
math.
I'm only going to do like 20. Like that's it. Like I'm not doing my whole collection.
if it's $40, yes, right. But if it's,
I'm not suggesting you do your entire library, but
I'm saying
there's
people will want that option. And what I'm saying is if you want to do your entire library, then you have to evaluate, right? Because really it's just once you have the settings correct, you pop it in, click, and you're done.
But again,
So
people, if you're buying a new computer now, most new, especially Macs, they don't have optical drives. If you're only going to do a small handful of movies, you're going on vacation, you don't want to rent a movie, you already own it, and you just want to have a digital format so that way when you're out, you can have it.
Which is,
$2,
again, what I
totally
said
worth it.
when I realized what you guys were talking about. I get it.
Right.
But
I don't think this is a viable option for anybody to convert their entire library to digital. That's
no,
outrageous.
but all I'm saying is it furthers my argument that no one should be buying DVDs.
Yes.
Everything at this point you should be buying on iTunes.
Yes.
Or if you are one of those unfortunate Android users, then Google Play. But buy it there digitally.
Yes. So, and I think, I don't know what's happening, but I think some wires got crossed. Brian and I are saying for the things that you already own, that when you purchased them had no digital formats, had no digital copies at all, $2 to take a couple of your favorite movies, put them into a online streaming service that you own for life, totally worth it.
Yeah, I get
Yes,
behind that.
you are absolutely correct. If you are buying a new movie today in 2017, there is no reason why you shouldn't have a digital copy with your movie or buy the digital copy. Don't even buy the DVD.
Yes,
Don't buy
that's
the
what I'm
DVD.
saying.
Okay,
Get rid of
yes.
DVDs. Everyone is tying up yes, it's just you're tying up valuable space in your home with these meaningless pieces of plastic. Everything's digital.
Yes.
And accessible.
I agree. If you're buying a new movie, you should just buy a digital version. Absolutely.
Did we lose Brian?
He went to go grab a DVD, but I don't know why he didn't just come back. Unless he's choosing the DVD.
Maybe
oh shit, what do I do?
It's just
have
there's
so
700
many.
of these.
I have
There's
so many.
I have to look at every title and not just glance. He has to remove each one from the shelf and evaluate.
I can
CJ.
pick this movie, but then if I don't
Before he
that?
got to the shelf, though, he had to stop and get a notepad to record his findings.
Actually, he also has to get his membership card out, and he's got a. It's a whole nother wing. You know, it's a whole nother wing. There's people there.
He has
He's got
and then
pass,
when he gets there, he has to explain about the 3 DVDs he hasn't returned recently.
God, it's the worst. And
It's the last blockbuster in existence. It's at Brian's palatial estate.
how much is the late fees? Can I just buy the DVDs? Can I
They
just
give him
buy
a
it?
number, and he's like, yeah, no, I get it. Put it on my tab, and they can't do anything except say, okay, sir, because he's their only customer,
Their only customer.
right? They just get to sit there and watch movies all day and eat the snacks. Which
You know what he's doing? He found the DVD already, and now he's like, "Well, what snack do I? I had to pick a
Right
snack."
now he's looking right.
Oh, and there's magazines. I gotta read
And
a
look,
magazine.
he made the one popcorn and decided he didn't like that flavor. He needs to get a different popcorn.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking after he does that anyway, he's still going to go for the Frito.
And you know
So-
that he grabbed Red Vines. He totally meant to get Twizzlers. He's kicking himself for that.
Wait, what blockbuster you went to had Red Vines?
I don't, but Brian, I'm just assuming his palatial estate has an assortment of candy that would make
Why
Willy
would you
Wonka
get-
Jealous.
Why would you ever get Red Vines if there were Twizzlers available?
He grabbed them by accident. Now he's got to go back. He's got to return the Red Vines, and I didn't open them. I bought them 2 minutes ago.
Seems like a rookie mistake.
You're really gonna make me I had to produce paperwork for this? I'm the only guy here.
The only customer.
It's
the
just me.
literal only customer. You're
How do you-
refusing a return.
Yes.
And what do you think Brian does? Does he ask for the manager at that point? Or does he murder the person and disappear them? Because that's right. Because nobody's gonna know. He could just murder them and disappear them.
Yeah, there's no paperwork.
And that way
there's
he
no
doesn't
paperwork.
he doesn't even need to employ a manager. It's like a dumpster.
Nobody
right? He
wants-
just points to the dumpster and they write up and they just give him what he
you
wants.
need a manager to yell at somebody because he needs to get that frustration out.
Right. No, I don't know. You think he employs a manager just to yell at about the
Yeah.
employee he just had to disappear?
Yep, absolutely.
You need to clean up the blood stain. I'm not having this blood stain on the last blockbuster in existence that's only in my palatial estate. There's no way. Now, it's your fault. I murdered that bastard. Train him properly. The next one, train him properly. Because the next one, I'm murdering him too, but I'm taking a finger from you.
That's right. Yeah.
The manager's the only one that gets to get home. The people that work there, they live there.
I don't know how, but that is totally staying in, and I don't know if it's a stinger. I don't know if we just leave it there, but
Probably a stinger, yeah.
oh my god, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Thank you. Hey, buddy, what took you so long?
I couldn't get one to work.
Brian. You have this huge collection that you couldn't get to work?
I have a huge collection, so I just started going down the aisle, and some of them aren't available, and I was expecting that. But
Listen,
I
it
couldn't
happens
get-
to everybody. You go to your doctor, you just tell him you couldn't get your huge collection to work. He'll give you a sample. You'll see.
Listen, my massive collection is working just fine. None of the ones that I tried worked.
All right. Well, listen. If your massive collection seems to be working for more than 4 hours straight, you want to see a professional.
So, Brian, I have had the issue. I've been trying to get this to work, and it keeps telling me that I need to be at my billing address.
I think. Did you enable the location?
Yeah.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
Are you having that? You're not having that issue?
No, it's just not recognizing a bunch of barcodes.
Well, hey, listen, I'm glad we're talking about it because it doesn't work.
When you said that, right, my brain, you went, yeah. My brain added, comma, he said matter-of-factly.
All right, now, Josh, to your credit with buying things on iTunes, right, and you doing that digital experience,
Yeah.
Apple's had one problem when it comes to doing that, and that comes to its rentals, right? If you want to rent a movie, they've had a thing where you rent it on like your iPhone, right? You cannot watch it on your iPad, your Apple TV, on your Mac. You are stuck with whatever device you rented it on until now.
What? Because I was just about to like flame on Apple for a second because as a traveler,
It's pissing you off.
if I rent it on my phone before I board a flight, and then I get on a flight and decide I don't feel like watching this at all. I'll watch it later in my hotel room. I got to watch it on my phone. That sucks, bro.
I did this on a trip years ago where I rented The Little Mermaid for my daughter, and I rented it on my iPhone. I brought the iPad. I figured I could put it up and she can watch it. Ta-da! Dad saved the day. Nope. So in the upcoming update, iOS 10.3, and on the tvOS 10.2, they will update it, and the same thing with iTunes, and you can now rent on one device and watch it anywhere. It's been way too long, like seriously years, that this has been an issue, and they're just fixing it. So yay, you fixed it. But
they have to fix it because other streaming services, you can do that.
Yeah, every
Amazon,
streaming service, like everyone in the world knows where you left off.
But Amazon is the big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that on Amazon. Like the same titles that are available on iTunes can be rented from Amazon.
Right.
And don't think I don't take that into consideration when I'm in the mood to watch a certain thing. I look for the best price.
Mm-hmm.
If the price is on Amazon, I go there. If I need convenience, I always go to Amazon because I can watch it everywhere. If iTunes is that way, when? Now?
Well, when the new update of 10.3 comes out, so very, very soon.
All right. Give me.
They still have the 24-hour rental time frame. So as soon as you start the rental, that's when it starts. But you can start on one device, finish on another, switch back and forth.
Is this? Let me ask one more question. Is this Apple TV 4 specific? It sounds like it is.
That's a great question. I'm not certain. I would assume actually that you are correct.
Because here's why I think it's that way, right? Apple TV 4 users, all that stuff goes into the Watch TV app, the TV app. So unless you can recall it from movies and purchased.
You know what? The article that I have does not specify what Apple TV it is.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'm at the point where I'm about to replace I'm about to replace my third generation Apple TV with another fourth generation one because I like the functionality.
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
a lot nicer.
It's a lot nicer. So I'm just asking because I would hope Apple wouldn't make it TV4 specific, but I'm not gonna put it past them.
Yeah, it just took them forever to do it, but hey, they're doing it right. That's all that matters. So now there's a bunch of ways that you can watch things digitally. As Josh said, it is of the time, right? We're in the digital age where you should not be buying DVDs, except for Brian because he is the only running Blockbuster in America. Buy the digital versions on your preferred service. Just do it.
He makes them give him trade-in value too, which is ridiculous because he's the one loading the till. So it's a vicious cycle, Brian. You should stop.
So here's the deal. We're talking with movies and ways to consume them. There's one more change. So we can now take your old DVDs, put them onto a digital service for $2. You can now rent movies and watch them on one device and finish on the other like a human being should. There's one more thing you can do now, or maybe hopefully soon. You can now or soon start watching movies that are still in the theater for $30. So select studios are kicking around the idea of offering on-demand or rental for movies that are still in the theater for the modest sum of $30. A lot of studios are still talking about it. It's still in negotiations, so don't take this as something that's happening right now. But it's talking. Would you pay $30 to see a movie in your home instead of going to a theater to see it?
Hell yes.
Like, go see a Marvel movie or something at the theater and then watch it again in your home.
You know how much it cost me to take my family to a movie?
Oh, that's true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it cost me easily $50. And I have a beautiful television and a serviceable sound system.
Right.
So $30, by the way, there's a device right now where you can do this.
Yes,
right?
And I was just about to say, this isn't one of those like high-end, only millionaire devices.
No, but there is right now, right? There's the Kaleidoscape, which in itself is a multi-$1,000 piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And then you have to buy the rights to the movie.
Yeah.
From the studio into your home. This is something that professional athletes and very rich people own. If you're telling me that even a limited number of movies in the theater will be available in my home for $30, even if it was, I don't know, a Melissa McCarthy movie. And I'm just saying in terms of things that Brian wouldn't pay to go see in the theater.
Sure, right.
Right? But I said, hey, everybody, I'm going to pay $30 because I want to see this Melissa McCarthy piece of crap. Come on over and watch this movie. And I get 7 people at my house, $30, that's worth it for a night of friends making fun of something, right?
So here's the system as it works right now. To give you a little more clarification, because the headline's a little misleading too, so I apologize. Currently, right now, movies go from theater to your home in about 90 days. Right, it takes about 90 days to go round trip. They want to shorten
Depends
that.
on how quickly I can get back to my house with the camcorder, CJ.
They want to shorten that from to about 30 days. So it's a month after the movies come out. So it's run in theaters, but it's still there. You know how movies just stay in theaters for a little bit longer.
I'm less interested.
Right. And I apologize for building up a little higher. But, I mean, that's still good. I mean, for me and Brian, I think, how many times did you go see Civil War in theaters, Brian?
Just Civil War?
Just Civil War.
Carry the one. 5? I think
Right.
5.
5. And did you see it like around that time frame of 30 days afterwards? Did you want to watch it again immediately?
All 5 viewings were within the first 2 months.
Right. How
Okay.
many after the first 4 weeks?
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
So would have saved them some money. And you don't have to sneak the Kung Pao chicken into the movie theater. You can just have it delivered
I
to
can
your
just
house.
order it. It'll come right
it's
to my
just
door.
there.
You don't have to get past the shady 15-year-old who's tearing your ticket.
There's a lot of studios that obviously are talking about this. There's no real deal, but this is something that's floating. And the reason that this is becoming a subject that studios are talking about is for what we have just talked about, DVD sales and digital copy sales, and that have gone on the sharp decline since Netflix and HBO and Hulu and Amazon and all these other streaming services have popped up to getting, early access or exclusive access to some movies. And honestly, I can think of a couple times, I'm not thinking all the time, but a couple situations where I would want to watch a movie that's still very popular and watch it in my house for $30.
This is built for me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Built for me. Gimme.
All right, so it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Cape Talk.
Cape Talk. I really don't think it's everybody's favorite segment.
It is
I think it's just
everybody's
yours.
favorite segment.
I think it's just yours.
It's everybody's favorite segment.
I don't see how.
I took a straw poll. Let me think. Yeah, everybody said yeah. So I do want to take a quick moment just to acknowledge that we record on Fridays for our podcast. So right now it's the 24th. I am aware that the Justice League trailer has already come out. We can't react to it just because of time and how we record. So next week we're going to react to the Justice League trailer. Let's just acknowledge that it's coming, and it, like always, will be a wonderful trailer because Warner Brothers is fantastic at making trailers.
Can I say something? Why the hell do I need a trailer for the trailer? This is getting out of hand. This is this new trend. I don't like it. Just give me the trailer. Don't tell me in 2 days I'll get the trailer. Just give me the goddamn trailer.
I don't care. Look, if for no other reason than the use of Icky Thump by the White Stripes through each of these little teasers, like that song gets me hyped the hell up every time I hear it. It was perfect. They used it perfectly. You need to go watch these teasers. Even if the trailer's out now, yes, go watch that. And I'm praying to God it's in the trailer, it's in the movie. Use the White Stripes music. This is brilliant. But I was thrilled with what I saw. Brian?
I just don't need a trailer for the trailer. I just want the trailer.
No, I'm with you. I don't need trailers for the trailers.
But you don't need it, but it's nice to see, right? It came out, Thursday? You see them Thursday, Friday, leading up to Saturday's trailer drop. Tell me that they weren't good.
No, of course. Yeah, they were good.
Warner Brothers is fantastic at making trailers. We've all said that.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much.
Is that not what we said?
I hate you for taking a subtle shit on things so that you can shit on them harder later. You're like, if you remember, originally I never said anything definitive, So I'm taking a subtle shit now so that I can take a giant shit later.
Okay, so besides the Justice League, we did get some other comic news, and that is Sony has confirmed October 2018 release of a standalone Venom movie. We have no news on who's going to play Venom, who's really helming the project besides Scott Rosenberg, who is working on Jumanji, and Jeff Pinker, who is handling the Stephen King Dark Tower adaptation, who will be writing the script.
They gave Spider-Man back.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to, because there's no other way for me to deal with this than to click this thing and talk at the same time.
Oh, please don't do that. Please don't. Do it under the desk.
I'll do it. Okay, fine. But either way, like, my problem is you gave Spider-Man back.
Yeah.
You don't get to have a Spider-Man villain without Spider-Man.
Well, they didn't give fully Spider-Man back. They're collaborating with Sony.
Dude.
I know, I get you. But Spider-Man, you don't think Spider-Man's going to make an appearance in this movie?
He shouldn't.
Spider-Man shouldn't make an appearance in the Venom movie?
No, there
shouldn't be a Venom movie. It's your big
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You don't get to do anything Spider-Man related because you fucked it up so many times.
What if this is a theory that's happening on Reddit right now. You know the movie Life that we talked about?
Yes.
With everyone in
Jake
space?
Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
There's a fan theory that is a prequel to the Venom movie.
I'm less interested now than I was a minute ago.
That does nothing for you. Okay. I think it's hogwash. I don't think there's any connection whatsoever, and I applaud the people for trying to make that connection because that would seem like Sony had some plan.
I award Sony 0 points, and may God have mercy on their souls.
Ryan, what do you feel about Venom getting his own standalone movie not made by Marvel? Explicitly.
No one ever said that Marvel had nothing to do with this movie. I feel like when they partnered with Marvel for Spider-Man, they also signed a contract for all Spider-Man related characters, which includes Venom. I think Marvel has something to do with this. I just don't think they're being forthright about it just yet. I also think it could be good depending on what route they decide to take. There's possibility here. Stop shaking your head, Josh. There's possibilities.
I'm angry
if they do it right.
I'm angry about the possibility that Sony takes Marvel down the legal road of intellectual property and ties them up with stuff they can't do in the future. I'd rather Sony not be involved at all.
Unfortunately, they have to be, so
Meh.
we have to deal with it.
This is as much meh as I can be.
But that's what I'm saying. The intellectual property of Spider-Man doesn't necessarily just mean the character, it means everybody and everything that goes with it. I don't think Marvel's going to let them do a Venom movie without having their hands in it. Somehow.
Well, let's hope they're really hands-on. And like Sony is just doing this.
Yeah, let's hope they had a few drinks and get really handsy with it.
All right, so that's the end of Cape Talk. And see, it's your favorite segment, and now you're sad that it's over because it was kind of short.
I didn't say it wasn't my favorite segment. I was saying I don't think it's everyone's favorite segment.
Hey, does anyone care that Super Mario Run is now available on Android?
No.
Because who cares about Super Mario Run?
Yeah, I stopped playing it.
Hey, Nintendo, the boat's over, dude. You missed it, and now you're releasing it on Android.
They didn't miss the boat. They made plenty of money off of it.
Yeah, they did. Don't you think they would have made a little more if they did it on both platforms at the same time?
No, Android
probably.
people don't understand having a soul.
Oh, shots fired.
Like a shot. Like I'm waiting for Craig Phillips just like to flame me.
Craig Phillips, you can tweet at us at That Kind of Nerd and just tell Josh.
He knows how to get a hold of me. He'll just text me his hatred.
The only reason I actually did this topic was to hear you insult Android and just start a fight with Craig. So mission accomplished. All well done.
To a newly engaged man, congratulations, Craig.
Congratulations to friend of the show, Craig Phillips, on his recent engagement and his birthday. Happy birthday! All right, are you ready? We're gonna play a little game. I found.
Brian, I called dibs on the hacksaw.
Oh, okay. Fine. I'll just die of starvation. 'Cause you're an asshole, and can you at least throw the hacksaw to me when you're done cutting off your foot?
When who said I'm? Yeah, maybe.
All right.
So you know how we had we did the nerd translator, right? Where we took common nerdy things that we had come across every day and try to give a real world definition to it.
Yes.
Well, someone beat us to it in a much better way than we did. It's called sidewaysdictionary.com. You guys are not allowed to go on it for the next minute or so.
Okay. I don't know why you would say something and then say you can't do it.
What I'm going to do is...
That's all I want to do right now is go to sidewaysdictionary.com.
What they do is they take techie terms and then they give it a folksy, normal definition, and they allow voting to see which is the best one. So what I would like to do is read you the definition of a word, and I want you to guess what the nerdy term is.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to start with some easy ones and work our way down. It's like a water pipe that serves the shower, washing machine, and the dishwasher in your apartment. If you run all three of these at the same time, you'll notice a drop in pressure, and whoever is in the shower will be getting annoyed. What am I talking about?
Like a supply line? What do you mean?
Bandwidth.
Oh.
Point to Brian Thornton.
Supply line is bandwidth, but okay, I get it. I went more plumbery.
Yeah, but it's the techie term. You have to tell us what the tech term is.
All right, I'll recalibrate. Thank you.
All right. Here's the next one. It's like Cinderella's slipper. She can give her name and confirm that she was there the night before, but only when the slipper fits, Prince Charming knows that she's the real deal.
CAPTCHA.
All right, Josh thinks it's CAPTCHA. Brian?
IP address.
It is two-factor authentication. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good explanation of what that is. Okay, here I got another one. It's like digital gold. There is an infinite amount that can be had, but only a small amount mined every year. It's like gold that you can exchange from one person to another without the need of a bank.
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, sir.
I am techie and I still don't understand Bitcoin.
Brian, if you
That
get
explanation did not help
7
me.
Bitcoins, that's $32 billion.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I paid that Nigerian prince way too many Bitcoins then. Damn it.
I gave him 7 already, but he's going to give me 37 back, so we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I totally
I'm just
trust
waiting
him.
for him to get here.
All right, final one for the game, and then I'll let you guys explore this and tell me what your favorite ones are. It's like a tunnel, not an open road. Let's say you had a secure tunnel from your office and you were carrying information back to your house, you could do it with no prying eyes.
VPN.
Very good.
Woohoo! It's like I've worked in technology before.
So this is really cool. There's a lot of times within our nerdy life that we're asked to explain something to somebody else. And you just can't think of how to get it down to a down-to-earth explanation. Sideways Dictionary is a fantastic way to kind of learn some nerdy terms and being able to get them over to anybody. Josh, is there anything you wanted to do on that, or you want me to move on?
It's like a barista with a good memory. So every morning, when you come in for your decaf soy latte with an extra shot and cream, they nod wearily and say, the usual?
Autocomplete.
Brian?
Now, autocomplete sounds good. Sounds right.
Cookie.
That's the second thing I was going to say.
That's like, and again, 5 seconds of exploring. I thought that was an excellent example. So I think everybody should check this out. Sidewaysdictionary.com. Very cool.
Send us your favorite ones, and then you can even submit your own on the website, and you can have it upvoted. So if you submit one on Sideways Dictionary, let us know, and we'll help you upvote it. Make it the predominant way to explain a piece of technology. All right. Joshua Burns.
Yeah.
There are things in your life that I know you just feel incomplete because they don't exist. For example, I know that you would love a cereal that is called Sugar Tits. Or maybe you would like Porn Flakes. Or even Vice Krispies. Well, guess what? This is a real thing. There is now XXX cereals.
There's a whole lot of Lucky Charms in here.
I gotta tell you that when you put that article into Pocket and I'm looking at it, right? I browsed through the first few. The one that got me was Sugar Tits.
Sugar Tits got me too.
That was
it's
I'm
perfect.
Like,
it's perfect.
Corn Flakes. Oh, I get it. No, it's hilarious. It's great. And then I scrolled and it's Sugar Tits. And I went, ha! That's That's good. Sugar Tits is actually, it sounds like a cereal.
It does sound like a
sounds
cereal.
less racy than Porn Flakes.
Yes.
Somehow, Sugar Tits is like, I can see my kids coming down to the table. Guys, what are you for breakfast? They go, Sugar Tits. And I give them the Sugar Tits, right? And I don't, right? Because I don't allow them to eat all that shit. But let's just say, like, that was the one. When I first read them through, I could hear my kids saying with a straight face. And I was like, yep, I accept that.
Is there one called Golden Graham Showers?
Oh.
How about Turning Tricks?
So this is made by a cereal company called Cereal Motel.
Oh, it's not General Mills? Damn it.
Right now, from what I can gather, they're a European company. They're London-based. Boxes start at €9.99, so about $10.80. $10.80. I think I would actually buy Sugar Tits.
The euro is weak right now, by the way, folks, if you were listening.
I'm sorry. You should see the box for Sugar Tits. Josh, can you describe the box for Sugar Tits?
It's like a chesty mermaid is asking you, take a bite. That's what I see.
My favorite thing about all of these is that there's the free gift inside. And I'm kind of worried what that gift is.
There's a prize inside?
Is
it like a decoder condom?
It's free gift cutout and claim. So you have to deface your box.
Oh, you have to get the box tops. Now you're making me do work.
The thing that I find disturbing, CJ, is that you miss it's booty pops, like corn pops. So I'm not sure whether you're unfamiliar with the pop reference to Kim Kardashian or you're unfamiliar with corn pops. It's corn pops, but it's Kim Kardashian, which makes it booty pops because she's popping her booty.
Okay, so if you know me at all, you may know that I am a gigantic nerd and obsessed with the Titanic. And if you don't know this,
well, I didn't fucking know that.
Oh, you! I have been hiding it. Then I'm very ashamed of this around certain people. But
you didn't hide it very well
is this
at
one
all
of those,
in front of me.
Is this one of those like, if I don't know you by now, I might never, ever, ever know you? Ooh.
If you don't know me by now,
I have a new ringtone. I
gotta tell you, the Aaron Neville is palpable.
So, the RMS Titanic, right, taken 1912. Blah, blah, blah.
if you don't know me,
That was Michael Bolton.
you're welcome.
So the Titanic has been rusting on the bottom of the ocean since 1912. It was discovered back in the 1980s, and now they are going to start allowing a voyage to open to the public, allow you to go down and see the Titanic for yourself. It is $105,000 per person.
Super reasonable.
Right? Just totally within everyone's price range. Just don't go to Disney World, right? And just,
Has either of you ever scuba dived?
no, I have not.
Scuba dive?
Dovin?
I don't even know.
Scuba
Dovin? No, Brian with the scuba diving?
Scuba dived?
Is how much do you think it would cost, right, to like rent a scuba suit? Where's my scuba suit? How much would it cost to rent a scuba suit and the whole apparatus? Like know a guy, like a cool guy on the island, pay him off.
Just to go scuba, because you know you can't scuba dive to the Titanic, right?
Why not?
The water pressure is so you will die.
I believe that's a wives' tale.
No, you will be dead. You have to go down in a small submarine. And then they use a drone to explode. Did you not see the Titanic movie?
I think that's what they tell you.
No, you will die.
I think that's what they tell you.
No, that's not what they tell you. Here's the thing. This is there's something going on with the Titanic. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Titanic and deal with this.
I can't
deal with this. This is the whole reason I started a podcast. So one day I can talk about the Titanic.
As ridiculous as I could be, and apparently it wasn't ridiculous enough to dismiss the topic.
No, because here's why.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let it play out.
This. I want to figure out a way to do this because the Titanic will be gone in 14 years. It will be eaten.
Where will it go?
It will be eaten by these little microbes that are eating the ship.
Barnacles.
Worse than barnacles. And the ship
There's
will be
something
gone
out
in
there
14
worse
years.
than barnacles?
CJ, I don't know if you know this, but you're expecting a child soon.
What?
I don't think you'll be able
I
to
can
have
sell the
money.
child, Brian, to go to the
You
Titanic.
could on the black market.
You just did it, and then you can have your very own Gwen Stacy.
I don't need a child, thank you very much. But I mean, the closest you're going to get to Titanic is when Josh paints you like one of his French girls.
I think this is more ridiculous than the Richard Branson, Elon Musk flight to the moon.
Oh, yeah, yes.
This is more ridiculous
Yes.
than that.
But here's the thing. The moon's going to be there. The Titanic is gone in 15 years. 14 years.
And I got to tell you, I kind of wish you were gone now. Like, I just...
Amen, brother.
Why? I don't...
Listen,
The ship, the movie,
I honestly-
all of it. My memory of it...
I honestly don't care.
Wait. When this
I don't care at
fucker
all.
erodes, will my fucking memory of it go? Because that would
Yes.
be super.
Yes. I start a podcast. I talk about whatever I want. The Titanic, goddammit.
Jeezy crazy with the Titanic.
Listen, I am that kind of nerd about the Titanic, okay? Just let it happen. It's why I saved it to the end. We're done now.
You're a fan of failure?
Have you not met
Really
me?
bodes well for the show, CJ.
Have you not met me?
I'm this huge nerd for something that failed miserably.
My spirit animal is the Titanic.
You learned a lot, Brian, okay?
I
You all
learned
learned
that
lives were saved because of the Titanic.
The thing is, you say it, and I hear Danny McBride saying, my spirit animal is the Titanic. That's how I view you right now.
That's Danny McBride? All right, I'll take that.
Being, eastbound and down, saying that his spirit animal is the Titanic.
I'm all right with that.
All right.
I love how you compared it going to the moon, by the way.
Well,
No, it's true. It's just as ridiculous. There's no reason.
it's just as ridiculous.
There's no reason. I believe me. I completely understand where you're coming from.
CJ, do me a favor. Just go out of the state just for once. Like, maybe, come down toward, Philly and see me. You don't need to go to the Titanic.
I'm
Right.
down. I'm down.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
closer-
don't come to see me.
I'm
You go
closer
there
to
for work.
Philly than you are
You don't
every day.
You go there for work. It's different. If you want to go on a pleasurable vacation, I can show you a good time. It's
Will
all
you
Pleasure
take me
cruise.
under the sea
Titanic
and
was
show
not
me-
a pleasure cruise. You can't say "show me the world." You can't. You were gonna, but
I was,
I
and I
can-
didn't.
I-
But you see, I didn't. Because
I
everything's
could.
better down where it's wetter. Just take it from me.
I could show you the world. More importantly, I could show you my massive movie collection.
So that is the end of this week's episode, all right? I get a podcast. I start one. I'm allowed to talk about the goddamn Titanic. You just deal with it, people.
the end. It's the end of episode 97. Brian has a massive movie collection.
So, again, guys, there's a way for you to earn a fidget cube. Prove your worthiness. Reach out to us on social media. Again, like us on Facebook or on Twitter.
If you be worthy to lift this fidget cube, you shall possess the power of fidget.
Tell Josh why you deserve a fidget cube, and it will come to you courtesy of That Kind of Nerd. If you want to show off your nerdy side, you can also go to thatkindofnerd.com, go to our shop, and again, we are going to be offering 15% off your order. So from March 31st, which is Friday, till April 4th, which is a Tuesday, you can get 15% off everything on shop.thatkindofnerd.com. Just use the promo code 15P417. It's in the show notes because it's a crazy promo code. We're also going to have a banner on the website so that way you can get it. So go to shop.thatkindofnerd.com, get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself some buttons, and get 15% off. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work, and we will see you all next week.
I actually gave CJ like heart palpitations.
Dude, seriously. It's
Brian,
just-
like here's the thing. While you were gone, I found the laugh button and I fucking leaned on it for like 3 minutes straight.
seriously,
I just fucking
I don't know where
leaned
it
on
went. I lost it for so long. I
I
had to
saw
print
him
out-
lose it, and
I
then
had
I
to
just
print out
hammered
posters. I had to hand out flyers. I offered a reward. I mean, whew.
Now, if you don't know me by now, it's stuck in my head. If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me. Oh, no, me! I said stop it!